Oops. Hello everyone, and we are starting off this video with another Digimon What If. Now, I am gonna go with another dark evolution variation, but instead of going with the baby Digimon for like an altered form, we're just gonna use Palmon. And this is gonna be actually a little bit different twist to what I did for Wicked Agumon. Sorry. But anyways, so we'll start off with Palmon. Let's say Palmon ended up getting into some bad soil, so to speak. And when she was nutritioning herself, this soil was very bad, but she tried to get her roots out, but for some reason she couldn't unroot herself. And this in return causing her to evolve into Weedmon. Now, I went with Weedmon because I forget the name of Palmon's variation, but Weedmon is actually an evolution for Palmon's variation. I think it's Arujamismon or something like that, which is just basically a Palmon. Now, when she becomes Weedmon, Weedmon starts to causing havoc in the digital world. Am I still recording? Okay, I am. Oh shit. I had to make sure I was still recording. I apologize. Was causing havoc in the digital world. And by causing this havoc in the woods, a lot of Digimon ended up being scared of Weedmon, and Weedmon loved this. Weedmon kept causing this havoc and kept causing it. And by the time Weedmon was ready to evolve again, Weedmon became Intmon. Now, Intmon, for most of you that don't know, Intmon was actually was a request by a fellow Digimon fan to be like a jungle variation of Skullgreymon. So, Intmon's original art was a Skullgreymon head and then its body. Not the Skullgreymon's body, but the body that you see for Intmon now. But I guess somewhere around the line they decided to change it and make his head look like it is in the picture now. Now, Intmon, still basically a plant variation of Skullgreymon, is causing more havoc and more havoc. And now it's also a variation, it is also considered to be like a Dryja. I can say the word, but sometimes I mess up. I don't mean to. Dydra, I think is how you pronounce it. And so, for the Mega, what I went with is Hydramon. Now, Hydramon, I know, is basically representing Hydra as well, a Hydra as well, but it's still a plant. It's a plant dragon. That's why it becomes part of the Dragon War family. Now, this Hydra, he's almost destroyed the whole forest now that they live in. But something changes in this Hydra. The reason is not a Digidestin, but an old lady somehow finds her way into the digital world and finds her way into this forest. But when the Hydramon goes to attack her, she's not scared. And this confuses Hydramon. And Hydramon's like, why aren't you afraid of me? Everyone's so afraid of me. And she's like, you just never had love. And she starts getting closer to Hydramon. And Hydramon, still confused, roars at her and gets ready to attack again, but one of his heads stops. And when it stops, she hugs the head. And it changes something in Hydramon. Hydramon starts spending time with this older lady. And by doing so, Hydramon starts to remember what it was like to be Palmon. And Palmon, and when it was Palmon, it remembered it had a lot of love in its heart. And it starts to feel that love again. And this causes the Hydramon to digivolve into an Ultra. Now, Hydramon generally does not have an Ultra form. So, I was thinking, what would be the best option for this? Because generally I want to kind of go back towards the female line for this, because Hydramon and Weedmon technically don't have no gender. And though a lot of people say Weedmon is a male, Hydramon, I'm pretty sure they said, is basically genderless. So, my concept is, why not go back one evolution and look at Weedmon's potential megas. And now, in a way, this kind of makes sense. The mega that I chose to go for kind of makes sense, but doesn't make sense either, since Hydra was power hungry, but the old lady showed the Hydramon love again, okay? So, I gave Hydramon Weedmon's Crestmon Medium. Now, the reason why I went with Crestmon Medium, I know Crestmon Medium technically isn't a big fighter, and she can't really fight. She only has like one move as well. And she's technically considered the main body to Crestmon. But the reason why I went with Crestmon Medium is Hydramon's heart was touched so much by this old lady, it realized it wants to spend the rest of its life with the old lady as long as she's still alive. And by doing so, digivolving into Crest Mediumon, she realizes, I'm saying she now because Crest Mediumon is female. She then realizes that she looks like up to this older lady as a mother, so to speak. And she wants to protect her, but also be her caregiver and spend the rest of her life with her. And this is what happens when she becomes Crest Medium. So, I want to thank you all for watching, no matter what time of day or night you're watching this. And please, if you wish to support the channel, my sponsors are in the description below. I love you all. Have a wonderful day or night. Mwah.